Good morning, good morning. There we go. Let's get the chat a little bigger up there. My other phone is still charging. Didn't charge last night. How is everybody? Happy Monday. I am. I am refreshed. Feels so good. Yeah. And believe it or not, I was up until 5 in the morning and then woke up at 10:30. I could not go to sleep last night. I don't know what my deal was, but I guess it's because I'm just like caught up finally on sleep. I don't know. It was weird. But I do. I feel good. Good morning. I needed to have a slower paced day today, and so I decided to just do mostly a binge show today and just hang out this morning. Trying to create a new flow for shows. This last week was like a really good indicator that I needed to find a new method for structuring, because normally when I come on, I just come on and I don't think about when I'm not going to be on. And last week was really, I was in here a lot last week after I was live, and a lot of my normal stuff just kind of like household stuff and family stuff just kept getting pushed, and I was like, all right, we got to try something different today. So went ahead and took care of a lot of that this morning, starting later. I'll see how this goes. If this works, then I'll probably just start a little bit later, closer to afternoon, instead of in the morning, so I can just do it first thing when I wake up. Because once I'm in here, I'm in here. Like, that's just how it works. So we're going to try this out for a couple days, see how it goes. And then I'm trying, Anna. I'm trying so hard because I love this so much, and I need a little bit better balance. So hoping this works out. But yeah, still doing a show every day. That's never going to change, I don't think, unless I'm ill or something, or we have something going on, obviously. But yeah, I'll still be doing a show every day. I just need to either change when I go on or change when I go off. And it's a lot easier to change when I come on, because once I'm on, it's hard to get off. I don't want to get off of here. I just love being on here with y'all. So, and my son loves it too, because he has really grown accustomed to his independence. And this weekend he was a little annoyed with me. He's like, don't you have a show or something? So yeah, no, well, not terrible. He was just picking on me because I was staying on top of everybody, trying to get caught up around here. We got some new family members, and yes, I consider fish family members. I know I'm weird, but we got some new family members over the weekend. Yeah, I was doing the mama stuff for a whole lot this weekend. My daughter left for Costa Rica. We decided that the family trip was not going to work out. It just wasn't working out. So we let her go with my mother-in-law and my niece, Denver. So they're there. They just got there yesterday. And that might, you know what, now that I'm saying that out loud, I wonder if that was part of why I wasn't sleeping good last night, because I didn't have her home, and it was weird. Hi, good morning. Oh, Lucy, I will tell Caleb hello for you. He is in the other room doing Caleb-y things. So yeah, I think saying that, maybe that's what it was, because I talked to her last night. She FaceTimed, and it was, all that was normal, but I do wish I was with her. So there's that. You did? Oh, I'm so happy for you. Guys, Lucy found, remember my antique trunk that I got? My dad restored it for me. It's called a steamer trunk. Well, Lucy found one, and she got it. That's so exciting. It's such a little nugget of history. Oh, well, how exciting. Well, congrats to your Caleb. I know as a mama that's a little rough, because it just means, I told all three of my kids that high school is the beginning of the end. It's the beginning of the end. But it's really not. It's really not. I meant it when I said it, but it wasn't true. So, but how exciting to get to wrap up middle school. Middle school was rough. I don't know if it was rough for your son or for you or anybody else, but did anybody else like struggle in middle school? I thought middle school was the worst experience of my life. I hated it so much. Aww. Oh, look at him being fly. I love it. Oh dear. I can after that sucker charges. I went to bed last night and only this one that stays in here all the time actually charged last night. My bed has a plug to charge stuff and I think it went bad. I don't know because I had it plugged in, but I woke up and it said 2% battery and I was like, well, that's dumb. So I got to ask my husband if something came unplugged under the bed, like to the outlet, or I don't know. I don't know what happened, but 7th grade was brutal. 5th grade. Oh, 5th grade. So a lot of my friends, I would bet if I asked them today, they would say 5th grade. A lot of my girlfriends from when I was that age. 5th grade and 6th grade were 6th grade gave 5th grade a run for its money. Hey, Mom. Good morning. Yeah, it's just the changes. I just was so uncomfortable all the time. I just was constantly terrified of all the things. Just, I was constantly worried about doing something and people making fun of me. Like all the time. I constantly was worried about it. Oh, it was bad. Just personal, just completely, what's the word I'm looking for? Self-conscious. Like so self-conscious. Oh, Lucy, that's so true. Google can tell you what, somebody wants for something, and it can show you what somebody was willing to pay for something. But the true value is an independent thing. Yeah. That's so cool that you have 6 of them. Yeah, those steamer trunks are really, really neat. Yeah, they're a little nugget of history. There was so much friend drama. Yes. So this was also the generation of, so in middle school, let's see if we can determine when you were in middle school based on the thing everybody did. So when I was in middle school in 6th grade, the Flintstones had come back. They were popular again. Plaid skirts with overalls and a white shirt was in. And then 70s retro came in clutch, coming into 7th grade. I had the white go-go boots, all that stuff. Pogs was huge. Oh gosh, everybody slamming their pogs in the courtyard. Oh my gosh. Hey Matt, good morning. We're talking about what was popular when you were in middle school. What caused the drama in middle school? A lot of it was girls getting their makeup stolen out of the gym locker room. Smoking in the bathroom. My dad made me a key for mine. Cat, you're something. Dinosaurs. Ma'am, I'm not buying that. But the smoking thing, oh yeah, that was a whole thing. It wasn't cool to eat lunch. Oh, you just had that daily drama. You just had sibling drama. Oh gosh, yeah. But you skipped out on all the stuff that really just takes a toll on a kid. It's the strangers. You ate Snickers and a soda. So our school, this was before they did the whole eat a healthy lunch. There was a cookie bar and a pizza bar, and then there was the regular line. Did anybody's milk come in a bag? You had to. It looked like an implant, and you had to stab the bag with a straw. And then some of the kids, they would drink the milk out or drain the milk out. Yeah. And then they would air it up, and then they would slam it, and the whole cafeteria would just be like, bam, 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 just sound like, an arsenal was going off all the time. And not to make light of any school issues, but I'm telling you, at that school, no one would have believed anything was happening. They would have thought it was milk. Honestly, they would have thought it was just a bunch, because every day there were the milk bag bombs that they made like a popping sound, like a gun sound. But yeah, the whole thing was, you went to the soda machine and you got a soda, and then you go to the cookie line and you got a couple cookies, and then every once in a while you would get in the pizza line. It was like the girls could get in the cookie line and the boys got in the pizza line. And if you wanted to eat pizza, you better hope that your boyfriend and one of your dude friends got the pizza, because girls in the pizza line, then they go, it gets greasy. Oh, God. I just can remember everything being about just, oh, I hated it. I hated it so much. I literally would just eat at home and just avoid, I already ate. I had a cookie. Lie through my teeth. I had a cookie. I'm good. No, I did not eat a cookie. No, I did not eat the pizza. Like, no, I don't want anybody to talk about what I'm eating. But I struggled to make friends. I bopped around from a few different friend groups because I never felt comfortable ever. It was terrible. But anywho, yeah, middle school was junk. Your trunk came with a key. Oh, that's so nice. Because, yeah, my dad had to make one for mine. Because it, was I the quiet kid? No, not really. Well, I mean, I wouldn't call myself the quiet kid. I would say that I was always trying to find my people kid, and it didn't always work out. I was more reserved, but I was also constantly trying to find people to be my friend. I was a military brat, and I moved as a kid, and so when we moved, I didn't want to, I guess a part of me didn't want to make friends right away. So I would wait for somebody to come to me, and that wasn't always smart. I was, because then as soon as somebody was interested in talking to me, I was like, oh, cool, you're cool. You're going to talk to me. That's awesome. And because I was never good at initiating conversation. You were the bully's favorite. Yeah, no, bullies didn't bother me. I was not bullied as a kid. I just didn't have my own voice. I always just did what everybody else was doing because I just wanted to be included. And that was the dumbest. That's why I have I hope I have instilled in my children to never just go with the flow. Ever. Do not ever just go with the flow. You will flow right into a bad time. And then there's nobody to blame but you. But yeah, I just never really, I guess I was kind of judgy, but yet I gave everybody I trusted everybody out the gate. And then after that, I would back off. And so then people thought I was snobby, because then I would just walk away and not talk to them ever again. Yeah. I don't know how to, it really was awkward. Is your trunk domed? Yes, it is. Yeah. I don't think my phone will, let me see if I can do this. It's dark in here. Maybe you can see it. There's mine. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of dark in here. But yeah, it's got the domed top to it. But yeah, I was a very awkward child. And high school it just got worse. You call it a camel hump. It did. It muted your word because you said you call it a camel hump. Yeah, those are really, really nice. Oh, I can't sit in this thing for very long. Oh. So did anybody work on projects over the weekend? Oh, Casey. Oh, man. Yeah, it's something that a lot of people don't really talk about. And it was rampant. Like there was a lot of just self what's the word yeah, Barbara. At some point in time, my give a damn just busted. And that was it. And I quit trying. I don't try anymore. It's when you try that you get disappointed. You just have to do you, and the right people will eventually be around. Or they won't, and you'll be at peace. Yeah, self-esteem, self-harm, all that. It was such a now it's I feel like it's changed over time because of social media. Like nobody knew, and now I've I've seen instances where kids actually compete. This is going to sound terrible, but unfortunately it's true that now with social media, there's they can come together and be like that with each other, and instead of trying to boost each other up, and instead of trying to help one another, social media has given space for it to be accepted, and that it's normal and all these things. And the word normal is the worst word on the planet. It is the worst. There's so many bad words, like, don't get me wrong, but when you use the word normal, it takes away so much of a person's power and so much of your reasoning skills, because normal establishes some sort of baseline that does not exist. It just does not exist. And yeah, getting older helps. I don't Yes, and yes, just being here. Get Yeah, always been mean girls. Yeah, there's just I just remember when something happened when in and around the people that I knew, not necessarily friends. It always was like a shock when somebody did something to themselves. Nobody knew. It was truly like nobody knew. And then now there's these outlets, but it's not really helpful. It's just a place to be like, to normalize it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it bugs the crap out of me because my kids, like, I just, uh, right. It's not a personality trait. No, it is not. Yeah. Yeah, I was definitely the nice kid. I wanted, I treated people the way I wanted to be treated, and it didn't always work out that way. I guess I was too, like, I'm just too much of a, I guess with the term people pleaser is, I hate that phrase because I'm not doing it to please the other person. It actually brings me joy to do things for other people. And I think some people can see that quality in a person and take advantage of it. And that's not to say that, because I've been called a people pleaser a lot in my life. Oh yeah, I'm definitely an empath. Yep. Wouldn't have associated anything to that as a young person, but oh, definitely. And just a acts of service person. And there are people that still to this day I struggle with finding that balance in part of the TISM community. Yes. Yes. For sure. For sure, for sure. I was quirky and nice and got along with people from every clique. Yeah, I felt like I could go anywhere and talk to anybody, but I would not initiate conversation. Yeah, if I sat by myself a lot, and then people would come and hang out or sit next to me and talk to me, and then they'd invite me to go do things, and then once I started hanging out with them, it was like there were times that I would tell myself, oh, this is bad. And I wouldn't leave. Because there was the repercussions of, oh, what are they going to say about me tomorrow if I leave? And it was just like, I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't have the self-esteem to be able to just do me. But I was always aware of what I liked and what I didn't like. It was just, I didn't have the confidence back then to walk away from it, or the confidence to participate if it was something fun and I was uncomfortable, like skinny dipping with my friends. I never could do it. And then of course I got not picked on, but ragged on for not doing it, or plain chicken. I could never do it. I didn't want anybody. Just so many dumb things. My daughter is in her 3rd year of college and she just started a new job today in behavioral technician work. Oh, that's wonderful, Heather. Oh, that's so great. We need so many there. That area of employment needs more people. More people. There's not enough. The wait lists are way too long. When you are a people pleaser and you are my age, you look back on your life and there is joy. Don't change. Oh, Barbara, thank you for saying that. Because I don't identify as a people pleaser. I truly, and I hope that it might in some way one day bring somebody else a little bit of hope. If you ever feel like you're a people pleaser, it means that your love language is acts of service, that you just truly, truly like bringing joy to others, even at the expense of yourself at times. And I don't think it's a negative thing. I think it can be taken advantage of. But I don't think it's a negative thing to want to do for others, ever. And that's why that people pleaser thing really bothers me. It's just, but I agree. I'm so glad that you're saying that when you look back, that you see the joy. Because yes, I don't regret the things I did. I regret how long I allowed certain things to happen, because I don't regret what I was doing. I wanted to be doing it. It's just, it's when you get that knowledge of, oh, okay, so I'm being used. Instead of appreciated, I'm being used. And that is a hard thing to balance. Still, I struggle with it. I struggle with knowing if I'm being, if my kindness is being abused or if it's being appreciated. Because I've been in, that's why I'm divorced and remarried. It's why I've made friends, and then I go a long period of time with no friends at all. I went a long time not making a friend. Whatnot has helped me tremendously. But even on here, I've made relationships with people and then had to back off because it was not good for me. And it's hard. And at 42 years old, you'd think you'd have a handle on things, but I'm here to tell you, that's not always the case. Because I still lead with my heart every time. And I always err on the side of good. Yes, and setting boundaries is very difficult. Because I also was a fixer. By nature, I wanted to fix. If somebody was having a hard time, I was not the friend to sit and listen. And that got me in a lot of arguments and lost friends as a kid, because all of my brain would want to focus on is how I could fix it. And sometimes people don't want to be fixed. They just want you to listen. And that was a big pill to swallow. The world needs all different types of people. It's why we are all different. Yes. 1,000,000%. There should be there's nature's balance, I suppose. But it is tough. It is. It's really tough. But the good news is that I know that I'll never be able to say that I regret something, because I always try. It may not work out, but I'm never going to have a what if, because I'm going to give it a shot. And I can at least say that. They have to be ready and accepting to make those shoes. Yeah, you have to want it. It's 100%. You have to choose it. For everything is a choice. Everything. And the sooner that becomes clear as day, everything else starts to get really less cloudy, a lot more clear. Everything is your choice. Everything is your fault. And I know people can say, not everything's your fault. There's going to be things that happen to you that are outside of your control. But we're obviously not talking about the incident. I'm talking about your day-to-day, your choice making, your decision process, that kind of stuff. We have to accept our part in all of it. My daughter is here. Hey, Kat. Good morning. Yeah. To love a person through stuff. Yep. And love hurts sometimes. Love can hurt because love doesn't have an opposite. Love is not, there's no opposite. Hate is not the opposite of love. Denver says, hi, Auntie Crystal. Oh, hey, Miss Denver Rose. You're awake finally. You were sleeping when I was talking to Kat yesterday. Yeah, attitude is important. Yep. Yep. It is. It's a whole thing. I always say we are God's canvas. How boring would it be to all be the same? For real. Oh my gosh. If everybody was like me, I think the mental health clinics would be overpopulated. No, nobody wants this. Nobody wants what's going on in here. You don't want it. I promise. Yeah. It's a good thing we're all different. It makes it, I'm a people watcher just by nature. I'm very interested when I'm out and about, when I'm on vacation or just anywhere, really. I always people watch. And my husband used to say I was nosy. And I'm like, I'm not nosy. I love seeing people. Okay, this is probably going to sound stupid weird. When I was a kid, I can remember being in the backseat of my parents' car and a car would go by and I would wonder what they were doing all day. Has any of you ever done that? Where you wonder what their life is like? Like, I wonder where they just went. I wonder where they're going. Like, because I always used to wonder or even at the store when somebody would be shopping in the mall, I'm like, oh, I wonder what they just bought. I wonder where they're going. I wonder what they're doing. Like, I was always fascinated with what other people were doing. And it's kind of gotten worse over time because I am homebound with my son. I don't get out very much. And so I am curious a lot about what other people do. Like, what do you do? If everyone was like, decisions would ever get made. Yeah, the quiet observation. Yeah. I do. I've always like when I did daycare, I used to watch the kids, but when they would be doing any type of playtime or mealtime, it always fascinated me what they would talk to each other about. And I would get so caught up in it because they had their whole own little world. And it was fascinating. They would talk about stuff that was just, I wish I could think of something off the top of my head. But like they would discuss why something was a color or like a word that doesn't sound like a word. Things like that, like just random stuff. Yeah, people watching at Walmart is great. I mean, there's whole entire YouTubes dedicated to the people of Walmart. So that tells you we're not alone. You make up stories for other people. Oh my gosh. So I don't know if that's what I was doing, but I would totally be like, I wonder if they and my brain would just go off into, la la land. Yeah, I've always, just curious. Like I would envision what they were doing, and I guess I was making it up. I never thought of it that way. I don't know. It was just so weird. I was just odd. I was an odd duck, but it's okay. I like it that way. You look at other people's carts and, oh, okay. judging, like, that does not go with that. Oh my gosh, that's so great. Yeah, I'm sure if this is happening to me when I'm out and about, my shopping cart at any given moment looks like a frat cart. There's going to be like in the basket, you're going to see like my husband's deodorant, a toothpaste, a dry shampoo for my daughter. And in the basket, it's going to be like charcuterie, everything. And then like a random case of this or that, you know, like there's going to, and then just random, just nothing's going to make sense. And it's going to look like I live with 20 different people. But yeah, craft stores, I really don't shop a lot at the craft stores other than for supplies. So I know that I look at stuff on the shelf and I wonder who is buying this. Like some stuff at the store, I'm like, why does this exist? Does anybody do that? Like, it used to be when you walked into like a Michael's or a Hobby Lobby, it was just supplies mostly. Well, now when you walk into those stores, it's like pre-made everything. You have to get through that to get to the crafts. It's like at the grocery store, all the healthy stuff is along the walls and all the crap is in the middle. Well, at the craft stores, that's the same thing. All the walls have all the actual stuff, and then the middle is just full of crap. And so you have to get through it all. But I look at stuff and I'm like, am I not here to make that? Why am I here to make that if I can just buy that? Like, this is so discouraging. And plus half the stuff is just made by probably people we wished didn't have to make the stuff. And so you'll look at something, it's like, oh my gosh, it's $9.99. I'm about to go spend $20 to make the same thing. That's frustrating. That's really frustrating. Like the new section at Hobby Lobby with the amigurumi flowers. Maddening. Absolutely maddening. It's like, I have worked my tail off to perfect my flowers, and you're going to tell me I can come in here and get them for $7.99 and $9.99? What? Rude. I'm here to buy yarn to make that, and then you're just saying like, haha, look at me over here, already done. It's rude. I just don't like it. Anywho, I always try to figure out what they're having for dinner. Yes! I do that, I think, so I can figure out what I want for dinner. Because, yeah, a lot of times, I kid you not, if I brought Caleb in here right now, he would tell you that he pulled me to the side yesterday, and he was like, hey, Mom, we really need to talk about making a menu again like we did when we were kids, so that way we know what we're going to eat for dinner every day. And I was like, buddy, we're all grown around here. If you're hungry, go eat something. And he's like, well, I really miss dinner. And I was like, well, until you've cooked it for 27 years, I don't want to hear about it. I'm done. I need a break. So, yeah. But yeah, he seriously is like, what are we having for dinner? What are we having? I'm like, I don't know. What are you having? I'm not having. That's why I always say the crochet is the craft that will never be able to be mass produced by robots yet. Oh, I know. Can you imagine if they do, though? Because knitting machines already exist, but crochet, not yet. Crochet machines do not exist. Is this sale week at Hobby Lobby? Yes, ma'am. This week yarn is 30% off. Yes, it is. And now that all their prices went up, you're going to want that 30% off. Mark your calendars. Today through Saturday only. 30% off at the Hoblob. But I think Michael's also has 30% off any regular priced item, which is better for the brands you can't get at Hobby Lobby. Because Michael's has Karen and Big Twist and Loop and Threads and all that jazz. Now, granted, it is only off of one thing, but hey. No one said you can't go through the line more than once. Or bring your husband, bring your wife, bring your son, bring your daughter, bring your neighbor. Everybody get in line and get your 30% coupon. Ask me how I know that. And I will not tell you. I will deny. I'm looking at the weird stuff like I can't make it pretty without a headache. I'll pass you. We have 30% off regular price purchases online and then sales in store. Yes. So you buy it online and set it up for pickup. Hi. Oh my gosh. Kayla, Look what I did. I made a whole bunch. I've made a whole stinking bunch of these. Look at, I made a whole bunch. Eek. And guess why? Well, one, last night I made like 7 because I couldn't sleep. But, so this is English paper piecing. So if I flip it over, you can see what it looks like on the back. But I am making a whatnot quilt. So every flower, the whatnot theme is going to be the middle of every flower is going to be the yellow color. And then the border around every flower is going to be black. So I'm so excited. I've started the process. I'm going to make, I think for my first one, it's going to be just for me. So I'm going to make a lap size. Thank you. Look what I made. Look what I made. So this one is for the papers. And this one is for when they're on there to help stabilize. So I can stack them. And these are weighted. They have like the heavy duty zinc washers inside. This one doesn't because I couldn't find a washer big enough. This one I glued some pennies inside to give it some weight. But I'm using these to help keep everything all organized. So you can just slide a paper out. And then when you're not doing anything, it keeps them nice and flat. And they stack. I'm so excited. So yeah, I've got this little basket and all of my stuff. Like, wait a minute. I might get one size bigger on the basket, but everything fits in this basket that I need. And so I just take this sucker, and then I even have my little trash can with all my little scrappies. And so everything fits. If it fits, it ships. So yes. You use a certain needle and thread. I do. I use cottonized polyester thread, and I use a Milner's tin needle. Yep. And I have kits that I'm still horrible with getting it in a whole kit. But I bought 2 more of these kits, and my plan is to make little 2-packs of each size, so that way you don't have to get every size. So I'm going to make the 3/4, let's see, hang on. So this has everything from 1/2 inch to 2 inch. 1/2 inch to 2 inch. So I'm either going to do, let me see how many sets there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8. So I'm probably going to do a small set and a large set. I feel like you either like to do the tiny or you don't like to do the tiny. So this one kit, I'm going to separate into 2 sets. So these 2 sets become 4 sets. And that way you can get either the size large or the size small. And it's 4 of each. So I'm going to do that. The glue, got the glue going. Love my glue. The only thing is, I think the next round of glue that I get, I'm going to have it have a little bit of color to it. So you can see where you're applying it. Because the clear, you can't see anything other than like the sheen of it. But that's it. Like, that's the only difference that I really notice. So yeah. And then I made extra. I made this little purpley blue one. And then I made a little red one. And then I have 2 on the printer right now that are double the height. These ones hold, this one holds 35 finished. So this one will do 35 finished little, whoop. They'll hold 35 of these. Yes, I am going to be selling these. Now, the only thing I'm concerned about is that the washers add a lot of weight. Because, I mean, these are weighted. Without the washer in there, it weighs very little. So shipping it would be a breeze. But with that weight in there, where's my scale at? I was meaning to see what it weighed. Because I can tell you what size washer is in there. Oh, well, that's not bad. It's only 5 ounces. That's not bad. I'm good with that. Never mind. I was thinking I could just sell it without the washers inside. Because, but once you screw this down, it's really hard to get it back open. That's kind of the point. I don't even think I can get it open. I think it kind of locks. Yeah, no, it locks in. So once the washers are in there, they're in there. You ain't getting that sucker open. I guess if you really, really pried, you could get it back open. Can they have a lid to turn off? Can they have a lid? Yes, the purple color changing Elmer's is wonderful. I answered your question. Okay. I'm glad I did, because I don't know how I did, but I'm glad I did. But anywho. And it also has this part, so when you pick it up. Oh no, you're fine. I'm sorry. I thought that I was missing your question. So you can lift your stuff up. But the next one is, these are 70 millimeters tall, and the next one's 130. So the next one will hold over a charm pack and a half. Like, it'll hold a bunch. And then this larger size, these aren't circles, but they could be. Like, these are just my little pieces where I used my little zigzaggies and made all my little paper, or all my little cuts. And then you grab that Tack It Easy. I have a whole little assembly line that I do. I love it so much. But yeah, still need to make a listing for that. I have a ton of stuff in my shop, and when I'm live, I'll put it all on flash sale for 10% off. And I think you're able to stack your coupons on top of the flash sales. So if there's anything in the shop that somebody wants ran, or that you're interested in, everything in there, none of it's on flash sale yet. Just say the word and I will put it on flash sale. Today, I was going to pull each item that has anything that has a save on it. I'm going to bring it to the main screen here, so that way the people that have it saved can get notified in case they want me to show it to them and all those things, to purchase it live when the shipping is capped. But I was going through there adding stuff the other day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, a lot of these have saves on them. I should really bring these on the show, because I don't typically run anything from the bin. So today I'm going to show things, run things from the bin today. Inspector Gadget, welcome. Good morning. Let's see here. Need more coffee. And you use the Sue Daily glue stick. So this one is a generic. It's just a little generic one. And it starts out square, and then it turns into like a little pencil head, and then it goes back to square. I create the point, and then I smash the point down, and then I use the edges, and it rolls back up, and it's my process. And it's less than a half ounce of glue, but oh my goodness, it lasts forever. I've done all of that, and it's still kicking. Well, hello there, Bobbins. Hi. So yeah, I'm very, very much loving EPP. Very, very much. I did get a new neighbor. I'm so excited. I'm sure she's exhausted. But yeah, I did get a new neighbor. I got a possum and a peach. A possum and a peach. Where is she anyway? Where is that woman? And a dapper. Oh, I know it. Oh my gosh. So I cannot wait. She still lives like probably sleeping. I hope she is. Oh my gosh. They made the long haul. She's still about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from me. But that's a whole lot closer than where she was before. So, but yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's exciting. It was selfish of me to be like, yes, please, please, come back to Oklahoma. Oh, I can't sit there, y'all. I think I need to do like glute workouts. I think I'm losing my bum, and now when I sit down, it's just all old lady bones. Oh, it doesn't feel good. Oh, no bueno. Where is my chair? It's in the sewing room on the other side of the house. I moved it in there. I need to just get the gel cushion for the top of this. And I say that and then I don't do that. So there's that. Y'all, look at this. Jellycat, you still here, honey? I found this in the front hall. Along with a Michael Kors purse, some Adidas belt bags. My daughter, I think, was getting rid of all this stuff. It was sitting in the hallway. No Jellycat in here anymore because this is her stuff. And it was at the front door like it was needing to get out of here. Look at these. I got these for her and her friend to have matching belt bags. She never gifted it to her friend. I still have, they're both here with the tags, never used them. All this stuff's sitting here from her. She cleans, she's 16. She cleans her room and this is what happens. She had my mic. Oh my gosh. Guys, look at this. I knew I had bought this so that way I could have a mic on and my voice be not as like here and there and everywhere when I'm moving around. I thought I had lost my mind that I had not actually bought it. No, I did buy it. It was in with all that. She had it the whole time. And then these are bone conduction headphones. Don't know what that means other than when I read the back, it talks about how it will, it converts language. It says intelligent speech. So you can have it, I guess, translate. They work in the water. It says you can wear them while swimming, driving, working, cycling, and running. Yeah, found those too. Oh, and my watch that was missing? Yeah, found that too. In her, I don't want this anymore bag at the front door. And that would be me, Bobbins. I cannot wear earbuds. It hurts my ears. I have to have over the ear. And even then, like I'll get the pains in the right here at the top. Aftershocks? I've never heard of that. Aftershocks. Is it like that though, where they comes around the back and just kind of rests on your temples? I just thought it was interesting that they were called bone conducting. Wow, fancy. The bone conducting headphones. Yeah, so that's what okay. You're wearing some right now? So yeah, these ones, I mean, they're not anything fancy. They're some name I can't pronounce. But yeah, this is it. Let's see. I got a big head. Does it go like that? No, that's not right. I don't think these fit me. That is right? Well, it doesn't stay on my head. They sit out, but it's so big. Can you adjust the size of it? They seem really big. Like, is it supposed to be like 2 inches off of my head? I feel like it's falling off. Does that look right? They stay, so that is normal. I feel like I need to jump to test this. It doesn't move. Interesting. So it's not in my ear. And you're telling me that I'll just be able to hear just like normal out of this? That it's size inclusive. See, I need to call my daughter. She's with Lito, and he speaks Spanish. I need him to speak Spanish to me. What is that? What is this thing for? Is this for like when I'm not wearing them? I bet that's what this is. It uses your bones, doesn't need to be inside your ear. That's just crazy to me. This looks really weird. And it looks like I need to charge it. Oh, I like that it can rest right there when I don't need it on my head. That's fancy. All right, well, I'm going to give these a try because I really get annoyed, and I try not to be annoyed, but when you're in a house full of people that are on their phone, and I know that sounds stupid because I'm on my phone right now, but when I'm not live, I don't even have my phone anywhere near me. Typically, it's just put away. But I would like to have it on when I'm listening to books or if I want to listen to music and not hear everybody else's phones and all the weird stuff or what's on the TV. I don't like outside noise. That's not my choice. So I feel like this would be really good when I just, want to crochet or do my EPP and not hear all of the things. I feel like that would be nice. But yeah, it's been tough because the over the ear ones, I get hot. You will still hear everything outside along with your things. Oh, okay. So if there is emergency or something, I'm still going to hear what's going on. These are not noise. No. Wait. It says they're designed for swimming. Yeah. So yeah, they're not noise canceling. But I'm pretty good at tuning stuff out. I mean, that's what I'm told. So as long as I have something to listen to, I just want something for me to listen to and not just be subjected to whatever everybody else is listening to. You wear those because you can still hear the cars and stuff. That is genius. Oh, you know what? I bet this would be such a great gift for my daughter's boyfriend. He is a runner. I wonder if he probably already has these. He got my daughter to run in a marathon. If I told, because I don't run unless something's chasing me. So when she came home and said she was going to be in a marathon, and I was like, are you even my daughter? Why are you running if nothing is chasing you? She's like, it's for your health, Mom. And I was like, oh, well, let me know how that goes for you. But she enjoyed it. So maybe I can get her some. But these were hers. Like, she took these from me. She didn't want them, evidently. Well, verdict's out. She just hasn't responded. I have some that are just buds, no neck thing. That hook on your ear, though, where it's outside? These are things that I never think about. You can get them in different types. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that I can plop it off and still have it with me because I would lose them. The little earbuddy things, when I thought I would just wear them anyway, like for airplane rides, and I would just suck it up and use them, I would lose them. That I need something connected. Like I can't have the little individual earbuds. Everything. Have you guys seen me? I can't even keep a pin on my desk. I can't keep a label that says half yard running. I can't, and I'm just standing here all day with these things, and I lose them standing still. So yeah, no. I think might actually work for me. Ones like that and ones. Oh, so you have both? Okay. I lost some through. Oh shoot. Yeah, I will lose I'll lose it all. I lose everything. All right, this stuff over here is working my nerves. I need to get this a little bit better organized over here. All right, there we go. That's better. Guys, it is noontime. Well, what time is it where you're at? Where is everybody from? Where is everybody at right now? There's 20 of y'all in here. Where is everybody? It's 1 p.m. for you. You're on the East Coast. You're in Kentucky. You're in Vegas? Girl. That sounds lovely. Oh my gosh, Cindy and Nightmare Crochets, y'all's profile picture from this far away looks like this, looks very similar. Ohio, Texas, Pennsylvania. Oh my gosh. Dang. Merca. This is so cool. I am doing an EPP class. It should be this Wednesday. Let me, my other phone. Hang on. Let me see if it's charged. I'll take 72%. That works. Oh, my print is done. My taller EPP tower is done. All right. So tonight we have our last magic bouquet class. We're going to learn rounds 11 through 14. And then that process is the 4-row repeat. So that's tonight at 6:30. And then, so let's see. Tuesday, Wednesday. Why is it not in here? I don't even have a Wednesday show in here. That can't be right. Shoot. All right, well, here. I'll just make it right now. All right, so we're going to set that up for 10:30 in the morning. Ah! 10:30. Okay, if you would like to join EPP, I just set it up. So go into my shows and find this little sucker right here and bookmark it. Tell your friends. We're going to EPP together. Which is this. What I what? Would you like an egg sandwich? Oh, no, thank you, honey. So, yay. It's showing for today? Oh, what? Ah! No! Not today! The 10th. Okay, I fixed it. Whoops. EPP is English paper piecing. So I'll go into detail on Wednesday, but I'll give you the gist of it. So you have little paper pieces and you have little bits of fabric. And the fabric wraps around like so. And when it's done, it looks like this. Okay? And then once you have this, you take them and you attach one side and that will lift it up so it'll be connected, and then you'll turn and then you'll add the next one. And you just do that all the way around. You just connect it all the way around. And then I take the middle paper out once I have this one completely surrounded, just so that way when it's time to fold these ones, see how it folds nicer. So then when you sew the sides together, where's my one that has the sides? I left some of these partial so I could show you the difference. And so then once you do that, all your sides are connected. And so then you would do your next round. But yeah, these would connect like so. I'm going to have a black border between each one. But yeah, that's English paper piecing. So what you would do is you would just put right sides together. Hold the phone, hold the phone. Yeah. So you would put right sides together so that would connect that. Then you would fold this over and then you'd connect that. And then that would make these two connected. Does that make sense? Like it's just so, and then the papers come out when you're done. The paper is just there to stabilize everything while you work and to give you really crisp corners and edges and everything. So yeah, it's something you can do anywhere. It's not like everything you need fits in a little basket just like this. This is like a 7x9 basket. Everything fits in there. Scissors, thread, glue, the papers, your little stackers. If you use stackers, you don't need these stackers. These just, I like it because it keeps it. Once you do the glue setting, you plop them in there and put the little weight down, and it just holds them nice and flat when you're not using them. And then, yeah. Oh, thank you. I love Sally. She's my fave. So yeah, that's English paper piecing. It's my new love. I love it so much. I do everything by assembly line. I'm going to give this chair one more shot. There is no cushion on it. Ugh. You named your cat Zero? Oh, I love that. What will all be included in the kit? So I wanted to knock a few of these out to really see like the flow of it all. I think the starter kit, and I also want it to be affordable for everyone. That's the other problem, is trying to find ways I can make different kits depending on your budget, so that way no one's excluded. The main kit is going to have your Milner's needles. It'll have 2 needles. You'll have 1 spool of thread, 2 glue sticks, or no, 1 glue stick, a 2-pack of the hexies, and then a 2-pack of pre-cut fabric, 2.5-inch pre-cut fabric. I've talked about it before where I think there's a missed opportunity a lot to do double-sided. So the first project is actually going to be coasters. But I think it would be awesome if both sides, instead of, I don't want to call it wasting a side, but it's a way you can change your decor just by the flip. So if one side's Christmas and one side's fall, you make one set and it gets you through both holidays. Does that make sense? Like I want it to be, I thought that would be fun. So, but the other option is to just do a solid back and just only make the top. But I want these suckers to be like for all the time. So I wanted to make like a spring, summer, and then a fall, winter set. So that way one set's away for a bit and the other set's out. It'll make them last a lot longer too. But a charm pack will make 3 coasters. If you do quilted on both sides, it'll make 6 coasters if you do just one side quilted and the other side solid. Hey, Panda. Oh, I'm going to be rating into your show, by the way. Is it like in an hour? Does it start in an hour? I hope it does. Oh, oh shoot. Panda. Dang it. All right, well, now I don't know where I'm going. I'm going to be lost. I'm going rogue. But yeah, it's just going to have enough to do a project. That's my goal, is for it to be, and that'll let you know whether you like it or not. You'll get the little foldy thing. Let me show you my foldy thing. You'll get the little tack it easy. You'll get the papers. It's just the basics that you need to see if you like it. These are the pinking shears that I like to use because I can cut all 6 or 7 fabrics at one time. I can hold this with my paper and cut all my stuff at one time. Love that. And it's portable. I just use this tray, I cut over the tray, and then I gather up my scraps, and then I put it in my little container. Oh, you were? I was up I made 3 of these last night when I couldn't fall asleep. I went in the living room and I figured, well, I'll do this. It'll make my eyes tired. And it did work. But I was up till 5 in the morning. I guess I got caught up on my sleep over the weekend, and now I'm like, my body doesn't know how to handle it. Yay! Oh, that would be so fun, Panda. I think you'll really enjoy it because it has those same it has the same qualities of crochet or knitting, where you can do it sitting down, and you don't need a lot to do it. You just take what you need, and that's it. You know, it doesn't. It's an on-the-go craft, just like crochet, which is what drew me to it most of all, is because I wanted something else. I wanted to be able to, it's hard to crochet outdoors in the summertime. I get so flippin' hot. And I thought, well, this is something really nice because you're just holding it in your hand, and there's no heaviness or any of that. And I thought, well, this will be great. I'll just do this, and I'll do this through the summer, and then in the winter when I'm freezing, I'll want to do my crochet more. And it just allows me to stay crafty and be creative and tailor what I'm doing more to what what's more comfortable. So yeah, I'm very excited for it. And this thread, these are the Wonderfill. Yeah, Wonderfill is I highly recommend this stuff. And then I've noticed as I use it that it does start to feel dry. I made a printout. It was like some options on making a wax. It's a soy and beeswax blend. So I'm going to test it out myself. And then if I love it, I will, I'll make some, and those will be included in the kit too. And it's just what you would just take your thumb and run your thread over it. It just helps it glide through the fabric a little bit better. Yeah, I'm in love. I love it. And I'm excited to do it. So Wednesday we'll go through everything, and then I'll have the kit. The kits will be available for purchase on Wednesday. And then there's going to be add-ons. So that way, once you've already went into your shipping window, they're like these little guys. I'm not going to put these in the starter kit, but if you want to grab these, they'll be available Wednesday. If you have a color you want made, just let me know. I have pretty much every color under the sun. I have glow in the dark even. So all different colors. I'm going to go grab the tall one now because I'm going to offer a short and a tall. And then there's your cutout stacker. And then there's your made stacker. So there's 2 different sizes. But I'm going to go grab the tall one because so here's my method. Last night I made a bunch of these until it was full. And then once I was able to set this on top, I let the glue all dry on all that. And while that was drying, I was cutting the next round of pieces for this. And then once I was done cutting a little bit of that, I went back over here and then I started sewing them together like this. And then once this, I have one left to make. So it's just, there's so many little parts if you do it assembly line style. You don't get over, you don't, I have a bad problem with getting not bored, but maybe bored. I don't know. I can't do one of the things too long. I have to switch up what I'm doing, or I almost get like anxious. I don't know. It's a tism, I'm sure. It's something undiagnosed. I don't know. But this method allows me to do this step, then this step, then this step, and then go back. And so it keeps it fresh. And I'm still sitting. I'm still relaxing. I'm not having to get up and do a bunch of stuff. If I do need to get up, everything has a container. Everything. I have a trash can. This is just my like little quilting clips came in this container. Kept the container perfect. I just cut into my tray, grab them all up, throw them in here. This is going to be a pin cushion one day, and a lot of this is my grandmother's fabric, because I've already started using some of her fabrics in here. So this is going to be pin cushion innards one day. So everything has a purpose. Everything will have a use, and it all stays contained. I can throw that in a bag and go. I love that about it. So, anywho, I'm gonna go grab that the taller tower because they just finished printing. I'll be right back. Grab a drink and battery check. Here they are. Yay! I'm so excited. I love how this one came out. I love, love, love that. So now, this one will hold a whole lot more. And that's what I need in my life. This is going to be my at home, and this is going to be my travel. That's my thought process. Wednesday, yes. And then same here, at home and travel. So now I just need to make the larger size one. Now, I kid you not, this one I can open. I could not find, to get a washer to fit in here, they're specialty size and they're really expensive. I glued pennies inside to give it weight. So if you end up getting the large one, if this bothers you that this is how I made it, don't buy it from me. But this is how I made it. So the large one, I was not about to spend $2.99 on a washer to go inside of here. Nope, 7 cents and some glue. I'm good. So if you don't like that, just don't buy it. I'm being honest about fully transparent about how I make it. The white ones open nice. These are the zinc alloy washers that I bought. It's 2 of them. They're 5 millimeters thick. They're very heavy. It takes 2 of them. And they go in there. So, and then they roll together. So this one does have extra parts. But yes, if it's too heavy for you, then if you only have one in there, it clanks around inside. So if I make them with only one weight, I will have to glue it in. So the cost is going to be the same because now I've got to add labor. So it doesn't matter whether you want a light or a heavy. I'll make that an option because I know not everybody's going to want it. With just one, that's plenty of weight. I just didn't like the clanking and I didn't want to add labor to myself. But if you want a light one, I can do it that way. Make it a little lighter for you, but still weighted. It'll just be the same price because I'm going to have to glue it in place and all those things. But this is how I make them. The large, so there's going to be a home and travel size on both. So these, one second. I have to look at it to make it make sense in my brain. 1 second. Okay. So each is going to come with its weighted puck. So there'll be a travel or a at home and a travel one. This one is going to be $12 and this one is going to be $10. And then this size is going to be $12 for the small, and then I think I'm going to have to do $14 for the tall. But they will last forever. You can decorate them. I thought about getting little stickers and stuff to decorate the top, but then again, I send out stickers all the time, and look how cute this would be. Wait a minute, where is one? Does this one fit? Like, you could just take one of those little vinyl stickers and stick it right to the top, or you could put one on the side here, or more on the tall one. But like, you could decorate it with your little stickers. You can do whatever you want with it. But each one has a hole in the bottom, so you can lift it up. That little disc pusher is, that opening is there. And again, you just rogue string there. Yep, you just stack your stuff in there. When you're making your glue ones, you just put them in there, let them dry. Just put the weight on top, set it to the side. While those are drying, cut your pieces out. And then I even layered mine so that way I know, like, every so many is a flower. And so this one goes with those. But yep, you just stack them in there, and you can, when you're using them, this just goes to the side and you just slide out one at a time, whatever you need. And then when you're done, the weight is just there to keep them nice and flat, so they don't blow around, they don't fall out, just stays nice. If I make it a set, I'll be able to take a couple bucks off because I can get them to print at the same time. So just keep that in mind, that if so, for this set, let me think this through. So I'm just going to do the at-home and the travel. I'll keep that separate. So the at-home set, this is the same regardless. This one holds so much. I don't imagine you needing a whole, like, maybe would someone want the fabric stacker to be tall like this? Because I was thinking this, I mean, just for reference, like, look how much that is. Like, that's a lot. And there's still all this room. So I'm not sure if this one necessarily needs to have a tall version. I don't know. Y'all let me know. I can always make it tall. But this one I definitely wanted a travel and a home. For when they're finished. Because you can load this sucker up and just take that with you if you're going to a doctor's appointment, a ball game, or whatever. Just take enough to make a few while you're there for an hour or two. You know, that's my process. But yeah, what I'll get them on the printer nested together, and I should be able to take a couple bucks off having it all print at the same time. Right now I was printing everything individually just because I was testing it all out and seeing how I liked it. Right. Yeah. The tall is more for if you're doing a larger assembly line. If you're going to make a bunch at one time, you're going to want a taller one. For me, like I said, I like to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Actually, because of cutting the fabric a lot of pieces at one time, I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm going to make everything in two sizes, a short and a tall. I think that's just the smarter way to go about it. So yeah, everything will have a short and a tall version. And again, I charge what the machine says my utilities and my filament is. And then the washers, I add $1 for having to put them together. So everything else, I don't charge for my labor at all. I only charge if I actually have to do something with it after the fact. So whatever the machine says it costs is what I charge. That's it. Just cover the machine costs and the filament costs, and we're all set. And I just have that's already programmed into it to tell me that. But yeah, I should be able to do 6 kits on Wednesday, and then everything else will have to be pre-order. I have enough here to do 6 full sets with needles and the thread and all of the stuff for the kit. So if there's already interest by more than 6 people, message me if you want. If you're interested, doesn't mean you're going to commit to buying it. I'm just saying, message me if you're interested, because if there's more than 6, I need to go ahead and start getting supplies ordered in a larger amount to get that set up. I want to make sure that I don't want to do too much pre-order. I like having it on hand when I sell it. So there's that. So is there anything in the shop anybody would like me to run on a flash sale? That's what today's about, is running what's in my bin. I never run my bin, and it's terrible. So that's my plan for today, is to run the things that were saved. Why is it not opening? There it goes. So I'm just going to start at the top and work my way down. There's 2 saves on the 1-inch EPP. This is a 90 pack. So this is enough to do 2 charm squares worth of EPP. But I also have the smaller one, which is this one. And it comes with enough to do 1 charm pack for $4. And everything right now I will run on flash sale for 10% off. Oh, my chat is not working. 1 second. Bin runs, yes. So, I'll go ahead and start with the 90 kit, the 90 pack. So a mini charm square kit comes with 42 pieces. But these Madoos come with either 45 or 90. So there's even extra just in case you want to replace, because they're reusable, but they do have a lifespan. Depends on how much wear and tear you give them while you're doing all of your folding and sewing. I've only thrown away 1 so far, and that was because I tore it when I was removing glue. I got a little messy. But all right, so let's see here. Let's run this as a flash sale. And I'll run it for 45 seconds. Is that good? Or I'll do a minute. I'll do a minute. I'm in no rush today. Like I said, I feel refreshed and I'm good to go. So I'll run this for a minute. There we go. So this is the 2-pack. It's got 90 of your 1-inch hexies. And on your hexies, the inches on the hexie is the side, not the diameter. So each one of these sides is 1 inch. This is what I use to make this. I like the 1 inch. So there's those. If anybody wants those, they are on flash sale. Next is just the 45 count one. So I'll go ahead and run that one as a flash sale. Run that one for a minute. And there's no max. You can buy as many as you want. Doesn't bother me. It's just what I've got. I've got my count in there. So the 45 count, this is enough to do a mini charm pack worth of hexies. And I can do larger quantity bundles once we get some classes under our belt, and I can always do it that way too. But I figured for a starter kit, these were good amounts for starter. Next is, the thumb ring. Let me go grab mine. These I print to order. Oh, well, that one's 25% off. There we go. I didn't change my thing on that, but that's all right. I will grab that real quick. Well, crud. I don't know what I did with my thumb thingy. This is a quilt class. Yes, it's EPP. So it's a type of quilting. It's hand quilting. And then the next item in here, I'm trying to find my EPP stuff. Let me see if I put EPP on everything. Oh, I did. So this is for the glue. It's a 2-pack. You'll get 2 of these suckers. It's temporary. It's washable. So whatever stays on the fabric will come out in the wash. Like that about it. And again, I'll do this as a kit eventually. Like by Wednesday, I'll have kits made up. But if you want to grab it now, it's probably cheaper this way than the kit. I don't know. I'll have to do, like I said, I have to do the math. But this is for 2 packs on the glue. That'll run for a minute. Wednesday. This Wednesday. Oh, thank you. Yep, get your glue. And then the next item, I need to keep getting these rolled out here. So I have 2 options on the hexies for cutting your stuff. If you are going to be cutting your hexies with a rotary cutter, now this one's giant, don't pay any mind, they make smaller ones. If you're going to be doing if you're going to be using a cutting mat and a rotary cutter to do yours, that works. If you're going to just be doing yours in your lap with a pair of scissors, that works too. It's just what works best for you. That's the method you're going to want to invest in. You don't need to do both unless you plan on doing both. I do both because sometimes I'm in here and sometimes I just want to sit in my chair and be with the kids and do it that way. I don't have a rotary cutter in there yet. I will add one. I will add a rotary cutter. But for now, I do have the cutting mat. I only have one. I'm trying to get some more in. It's like a 7x9 inch cutting mat. Perfect for just doing little hexies for sure. So there's only one and it's running on flash sale. It's the only one I have. Next is the hexie templates. So this one has every size from 1/2 inch to 2.5 inch hexie. It's a whole kit of them. And it's $15. But I am running it on flash sale, so it should be like $13.50 once I run it on flash. I only have the one. Again, this is another one. I wanted to get my hands on it before I brought it to the bin in bulk. So I'll go ahead and put this one on flash sale. And again, there's only one of these. Can I pay for the grass fabric now? Oh, sure. I've got your fabric right here, actually. You mean this one? Oh, great grab, Carrie. Let me set that up here. That'll come home to you. The next item is the 3D printed version. Now on this one, you get 2 choices with this one. You can choose 3/8 of an inch for your seam allowance, or you can do 1/4 inch. Also, let me know how much on the mushrooms. Oh, sheesh. Yes. Okay. I got you. So let me get this going on flash. Let's see here. What am I? Here, run as flash sale. There it goes. Run this for a minute. There we go. So there's the hexie templates. Those are 3D printed. It's 4 sizes. It's the 1 inch through 2 inch and a little in between. Let me grab those so I can show you those. So this is what they look like. They do have the numbers on them, just like the ones that are store-bought. So this one is the 2 inch. This one is the 1.5 inch. There's a 1 1/4, and then there's a 1. So that below is for a 4-pack. You just have to choose your seam allowance. You can do 1/4 inch or 3/8 inch on those. Pop a message after show. Okay, perfect. And it was 4 yards? 3 yards. How many yards did you need? You need to let me know that. And Carrie, I'm going to run this for you real quick. Did I put a thing on here? Wasn't this $2, Carrie? How many years ago? Oh, because I have a lot. Yeah, I have plenty. I'm pretty sure this was $2, right? Was that how much it was? It's a fat quarter. That's what I'm gonna run it for, because I think that's what it was. Oh, I didn't mean to do it as an auction. Hang on, let me just do it as a buy it now. All right, it should be pinned below for you, Carrie. If you want to grab that. This is your grassy grass. Uh-oh, did I lose Carrie? Uh-oh. Carrie! Carrie! All right, we'll just set that down for a minute. We'll wait for her to come back in. Let me go ahead and take it off screen just in case. Oh, I need to run the bobbins. So where's my bolt bobbin? I'm pretty sure I took it to the other room. Shoot. Oh, I forgot these came in. Aw, dang it. Y'all, I got more sizes, and I got more cutting mats. What the heck? I need to pay better attention. So I have the rotating cutting mats, and I also have the larger hexies. So if you don't want to, was purchasing hexagram and price changed before my eyes flashed before I checked out. Oh, let me check it. Let's see here. Oh, that happened to you and to Nancy. If you guys want to send me a cancel, oh, no worries, Carrie. It's at the bottom. Just swipe the bottom. That one's ready for you. But yes, because I ran the flash sale for 1 minute, and if it didn't go through, if it went through like right after, so Nancy and GA, if you want to send me a cancel to repurchase at the flash, I can run it again. No worries at all. Just let me know, because I want to process it before I rerun it. Not a problem at all. Okay. Will it update it here for me? Let me see. I'll go ahead and get the next flash sale item on the screen, and then I'll go take care of that for GA. You know what? Let me just change the time. I'll change it to 10 minutes because I won't be on much longer. All right, there we go. So the bolt bobbins are for fat quarters and half yards. And I sold my set, but I have one, like I have one that I can show you. Because until I get my new set printed, it's just the one. And so I just had it, I can't remember where I put it. I've already lost my fabric. Oh, this is probably it right here. Oh God. Is this it? Maybe. I don't think it's in there either. Well, don't mind those. I'll get my set printed today. I was running all of this stuff, so I hadn't printed any. Oh, not sure how to cancel. Oh, thank you, Pam. Yep, you're going to go to your activity, select that Hexie template set, get help with this purchase, request cancellation, type anything you want in there. You can just type the letter A. It requires you to type a reason. I've already agreed to accept it. So just go ahead and do that, and then I will accept it. Let me go ahead and go into my orders and refresh. All right, there we go. All right, GA, are you back? I just accepted that, so now I can run it. I'll run that flash sale again for you. I'm just going to change it to 2 minutes this time, or 10 minutes, excuse me, not 2, 10 minutes. I'll go ahead and put all the EPP stuff back on for the next 10 minutes because then I'm going to run a givey and then we're going to do a raid. So if there's anything else in the shop, whether it's Loungefly, whether it's crochet stuff, 3D printed stuff, it doesn't matter. Anything in the shop, when I'm live, I will mark it 10% off while I'm live. And then when I'm not live, it goes up because then it catches me off guard and I process y'all's orders as soon as I get them. So okay, perfect. All right, so let me run the flash on the Hexie. We're going to just do 10 minutes on it. I should have just set it for 10 minutes before. I wasn't thinking about it. Like I said, I don't run stuff from the bin ever. All right, flash sale on the Hexies is running. Do you have, do you have any paper piecing papers just came out? Yes, I do. So in the shop, I have 1 inch in a 45 count or a 90 count. By Wednesday, I'm going to have the 2 inch in there, and I will have the 1.5 inch in there. But if you want the 1 inch, that's what I'm using for the classes. I think it's very beginner friendly because it's you get an end result much faster, obviously, with it being 1 inch at a time instead of 2 inches at So the 1 inch is in the shop, but the 1.5 inch and 2 inch will be available on Wednesday. Okay, I'm going to start at the top here on the EPP. Everything I'll do, I'm just putting them in at 10 minutes. So be very mindful. When I do the flash sale, it automatically moves it to the home screen. So be very careful because as I'm doing the flash sales, that thing is going to change. So make sure that when you swipe, that you're swiping on the thing that you do want. If you want one of these things. Or just wait for it to go into the bin because these will be on for 10 minutes. All right, so the 90 pack is now on flash sale for 10 minutes. Safest way to purchase is through the bin. I'm about to list the 45 pack, which is good for a mini charm square. That Moda makes the mini charm packs. And there's 42 pieces. This kit comes with 45 papers, so it's plenty to do that to get started. 10 minutes. There we go. All right, the 45 piece is now up. It'll be up for 10 minutes. Next is the sewing guide. It's a 2mm hand sewing guide. It helps you hold your hexie, and it has little notches every 2mm. I like to do a stitch in between. I like to add more stitches. You don't have to though, but that's just me. So, but the thumb guide is very, very nice. It rests on your thumb. It gives more pressure to the fabric when you're holding it. So that way you're not bending that paper as much. That's the other thing. It helps conserve those hexies. We'll put that one on for 10 minutes. All right, the thumb ring is up on flash sale. Cutting mat, 10 minutes. I only have the one. Cutting mat is now on the screen on flash sale, but it will stay on flash sale for 10 minutes. The glue. There we go. Glue is now popping up. There we go. Glue is now available at 10% off. The bobbins have 3 more minutes. Okay, I think that's everything because there's new product that I don't have added to the shop yet. So coming soon is your stackers for your fabric and for your hexies. Different size hexies. I will gauge making the stackers for the different sizes of hexie. For now, I'm just focusing on the 1-inch hexies because that's what we'll be doing for class every Wednesday. But if you want one custom made, I can change the sizes. So if you want a 2-inch hexie weighted stacker, you can do that by just messaging me and I'll quote you. I'll put the parameters into the printer and whatever it says is what you pay. The only difference is when I print your puck, whatever the printer says, I add $1 for the labor of getting everything else in there, the hardware and all of that to get it packaged and stuff. So I don't mark up any of that stuff. I just think these are really good tools to have for your projects. So that's that. And I will look into some rotary cutters. I will do a mid-grade and a high-end. Missouri Star is what I would consider a higher end. I love this cutter. But I also want to make sure, because this one is also almost $55. So I'm going to make sure that I have a budget-friendly version. And then if you're interested in the licensed ones, I will have a few licensed in the shop. I'm not going to keep those. I'm not going to keep much of any of it on hand unless things pick up because, there's so many places to shop. So I don't want to, I want to be able to focus my budget into fabric and things like that, and my filament for these 3D printed things that I enjoy. So tools and stuff I'll have, but it'll be more for convenience and for me just to let you know that I like the product. I'll vet the products. If I sell it, I love it. It looks like 45 p.m. charged me $8. 45 pack charged me $8. Let me see. $3.60. Your 45 pack was $3.60. I think you're shipping charged. I think that it might be $8-ish because of the shipping. Oh yeah, no worries. No worries at all. Always feel free to ask. The other cool thing is if you go to the sold tab, it will, or go into your activity. Yeah. But my shipping does max out. I do max shipping. So the most you'll pay is $7, and that better be the case. If anybody sees anything different, please let me know. I've had issues in other shows where one time I thought it was $7 and I had it set to $5, which that was on me. That was a savings. Oh, it's $8.88. Okay. Now $8.88 is my baseline, and then when I'm doing, like when I do auctions, I do $7 max shipping. So I guess because this one was a bin show, I had it at $8.88. But still, it's a max. That's the most you'll pay. If there's other things you want me to run for you to make the most of your shipping, just holler at me. I have no problem running. I got fabric for days, and I got all this kind of other stuff for days. I know I like to utilize my max shipping when I get it, so I like to offer it because I like to get it. Okay, chair's got to go. Can't do that. That just needs to be replaced. Can't handle that anymore. I guess what I could do while I'm thinking of it, would anybody be interested if I go ahead and run this colory one? This colory set, and then I have a white set. Again, I was just testing my PLA and my PETG, so, and I'm very happy with the outcome of both of these. I think they're very nice. I'm very excited to bring them to the platform. I can run these. I'll just run it as a temporary auction. Your wins. Yes. Replay the show will be available anytime I'm doing a class. Absolutely. It's $2. You also get little stickers in the mail and a thank you card for coming. So the basic kit, let me write it down. That way I don't miss anything, because my brain will do that too. Let's see. All right. Ah. There we go. Ah, shoot. All right, so we've got the hexie papers, the thumb ring, the 2 needles. This, I believe, is 1,000. It's 2,000 meters is what comes on one of these, on the thread. And then the hexie template. So you're going to get, I think that's everything. I want to get the cutting mat in there. I'm trying to find where I can get them in bulk at a reasonable price so I can bring them to you guys. So it's for a hexie template. Oh, the glue. I forgot to write glue down. The glue, 2 needles, and the thread. Always have 2 needles. That stinking needle is so tiny. If you set it down, look for it later. Grab the other one. Like, I've done that I don't know how many times. I highly recommend having 2 all the time. Needle minder. Yeah, if you have one of those, that's probably ideal. Yeah, that probably would work too. I have needle minders in the shop. So if anybody wants me to run needle minders, again, 10% off anything in the shop right now. And you will get your hexie in your kit. So you know what? The hexie is going to be separate. And I'm going to say that because this is nice to have. I won't make them any other way, but this kit, these are $60 a set. So I'm not going to include it in the base kit because it can be made without that. So that will be a separate purchase. So for now, it's going to be this: your glue, your hexies, your thread, your needles, the thumb ring, and your papers. This is the beginner kit right here. This is me assuming that you have fabric and can cut it down to 2.5-inch squares, or use your hexie. I like cutting it down to a square first because the little bits, you save your little bits, and that can be filling later for another project. So, but this will be the original. This is the base kit right here. So we've got, this kit is going to be, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 25, 26. It looks like it's going to be $27 for the whole kit, which I think that's good. After shipping, that puts you just over $30 for the whole kit. And again, everything you're getting, this thread is going to last a bajillion years. It takes about 18 to 24 inches of thread per flower, just so that way you have the right, like, you don't have to worry about restarting your corner knots. But so this is going to last forever. So yeah, $27 is going to be the kit. And then if you want to get the 2 packs on the little hexies, I'll figure out what that's going to be, because I'm taking those, like I said, they're $60. I bought 2, so I'm in at $120. If I break that into 4 kits, that would make each kit $30 my cost. I have to add in for whatnot fees and for repackaging. So my guess is that it'll be $40, and you'll get 4 sizes. You'll either get the large set or the small set for $40. So you guys let me know if you think that's fair. You get 2 of everything. So, or no, you get 1 of everything, but there's 4 foldy folds. You'll get 4 sizes, either the 4 small size or the 4 large size. And then I'll have the other papers and things, like, just the basic kit's going to be what we're doing in class, which is the 1-inch set. But if you want to get the other stuff, it will be available in the shop just as individual purchase. And again, I do max shipping in every single show. I never have max shipping off. So regardless, the most you're going to pay in a show is $8.88, but typically it's $7 when I'm running auctions. So I will get that item built. I will run it for 2 hours while, and then when the flash sale is over, that'll be pretty much the end of the class. And I may run fabric after class, but we'll do a 2-hour flash sale on Wednesday while we're doing everything, and then we'll run fabric after. But we'll do some EPP first thing. Have a coffee, just chill. What's up, buddy?
Could I see you to get a ring box? Unless you have one.
I do have one.
Right up.
I'll have to look for it. Okay.
Because that one's huge.
Yeah.
Oh, that's in there.
What's wrong with that?
It's not gonna fit in my pocket.
Oh.
And if it does, it's gonna be like.
Gotcha.
That's the box.
You guys want to see something that's going to blow your mind? Are y'all ready for this? I'm not ready. I am. I'm ready. I'm as ready as I can be. this is happening. I don't get to be there. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Anywho, my daughter's there. No, it's Chris. And it's happening where my daughter is. And I don't get to be there. I know. I know. Okay, one second. I'm sorry. It's hot. But it's free. It's your day. I think you need to just take a bag. That box is awesome.
It's too big to walk with.
Not if you have like a belt bag. Like,
This is
why you're gonna need to carry sunscreen and your phones and ask Caleb to borrow his belt bag. It's an Adidas. It's nice. I would do that. Okay. Okay. They leave tomorrow morning. It just wasn't gonna be safe for us to take Caleb, and with the weather we've been having, just job wise for my husband, it wasn't gonna work out for us to have that much time off. But it's okay. It's not about, that's their moment and that's special. So my daughter is gonna be there kind of incognito. She is. Yeah, she is. And my mother-in-law's there. My niece Denver is going to be there, and I guess he's going to integrate all of that into how they'll surprise her. So now she's probably definitely not expecting it since we're not going to be there. So I think it's really going to be amazing for the two of them. It's just going to be hard. I feel like a lucky duck though, because she's wonderful. All right. Well, now I feel all kind of. I think I'm good now. I think I need to just. I probably should get off of here. Dang it. Anywho. Before I do get off of here, yeah. I've been staying busy to not think about it. Tomorrow is going to be, if you are a Yarny and you are here, please help me send out the cacao. I'm going to be doing $2 starts on yarn tomorrow. I need to clear some more totes. And I'm going to be auctioning off my custom variegateds. So I have a lot of pre-made custom variegateds. They're going to start at $2 and I'm going to run them. I've made so many, and I put a few to the side for myself, but it's going to be all different kinds of yarn. There's cotton, there's fun yarn, there's acrylic, there's blanket. I think I even still have a little bit of wool, and I'll pack it's a big destashing day. I'm going to do some of the cones. I'm not able to source the yarn like I used to, and I'm okay with that. It used to take up a lot of room in here. So I'll make custom variegateds for the rest of June, and then I'm only going to do it by request after that. I won't be doing them. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I will make custom variegateds upon request, but I won't be doing shows for it anymore. I'll do a private live if you want to watch me make one for you, but I'm doing a lot of rearranging. The shop layout is almost finished, and I will still have a yarn wall but it will not be as extensive as it once was. I've just kind of pivoted a little bit, so doing some other things for the time being. Okay, so let's go ahead and find us a raid. Everything purchased today is going to go out this afternoon, actually, which is pretty cool. I'm getting off early enough that I can get everything out by 5 o'clock tonight. So just know that you'll get a shipping notification by the end of the afternoon. If you're interested in kits, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready for fresh stuff. I'm ready for new. He is on. Yay. Well, you know that's where I'm going to go. If you weren't on, I was going to raid into you, woman. But I get it. I get it. Life be lifey. But yeah, we're so tomorrow's big yarn day. We'll hang out, have coffee, run yarn. It's not going to be fast paced, so if that's your jam, I'm sorry. It'll be just me, and I'll put the yarn in front of me. We'll run it. I'll bag it, tag it, and we'll just get through it all. I really hope to liquidate everything that I run tomorrow. Again, I'm doing $2 starts, so I don't think you can go wrong there. And then Wednesday starts EPP classes, and I'm very excited for that. I definitely have found a new joy, and it's I'm excited to share it with you guys. Let's find a raid. Where's Mr. Dirt Hopper? There he is. He's going to be surprised that I'm coming in early. So today is his celebration show. So just as a heads up, he got his premiere wings. He is a premiere seller now, which is a huge, huge accomplishment. He is an amazing human. Absolutely amazing human. I love everything about what he does. It resonates with me a lot because he helps rehome fabric from people that have passed on. And he is a legacy sharer. He tells the stories, he shares the things, and that means a lot to me. So be sure to congratulate him on his premiere status. He is doing only giveaways, and then he'll come back later today to shop with him. So it's only giveaways when we get in there, but be sure to bookmark, join the giveaway, immediately go to his profile, bookmark his shows. Don't miss out. He's super cool dude. All right, and I will see you guys in the morning, 10:30ish. I'll be on in the morning for a coffee and a big yarn de-stash. So here we go. I will see you guys next time. Oh, and I'll see you in class tonight if you're in bouquet class. Last class tonight, rows 11 through 14 tonight.